Hola, soy yo, Miguel. Quite frankly, to the American black relatives in my family, and to the relatives and so-called friends and community members and so on and so forth of all of my people who have been victimized and think that victim blaming is fair and justified, considering that they argue for 500 years of imperialism, colonialism, eradication, guns, germs, and steel. I just want to say, fuck you. Now, this is not my most professional statement. This is not my most spiritual. As a spiritual leader, I ought to know better. I ought not to lower myself. Yet, however, day in and day out, ever since well before I came back home, reports, news, and tears of people telling me how their friends and their family members, particularly those of us of color who have American black relatives, yeah, I'm talking to you, yeah, you, who tell us that it's our fault and that if we hadn't gone after the white man, the who? Anyway, then none of this would have happened to us. And then, of course, it naturally, inevitably leads to how a woman ought to comport herself in this world, because the beta boy's perspective on femininity is, well, yeah, here we are. So, again, in conclusion, fuck you. And to my people, to my community, to my sangha, to my congregation, to my allies, and with all due respect, to my tribal council, I will not tolerate victim blaming. I will not tolerate our being told to submit. I will never submit to anything or anyone. Do you American fucktards have that quite clear in your brains? I don't submit, we don't submit, and we never will. We are bringing dead children home, and you are still asking for our submission because you chose to capitulate for convenience. You chose to sell yourself out. You chose to engage in the age of American unreason because you just want nice stuff. Aww.